Good morning, this is Frances from Yoga Glow Studio. I'm recording this flow for you on my holiday, so you might see some people in the background, but it is pretty early before sunrise, so hopefully this will be uninterrupted flow. We're going to start just seated, so sitting in a comfortable position and just closing down the eyes. Hands maybe on the knees or perhaps onto the heart center, onto the upper chest, one over the other, wherever you feel comfortable. And just tuning into your breath, tuning into your surroundings. Noticing any sounds around you or sounds in this recording. You might be able to hear the beautiful bird song here. I'm just starting to deepen the breath, lengthen the breath a little bit now. Good. Maybe engaging your Ujjayi oceanic breath. Allowing the mind to quieten down. This is your opportunity for quiet and still. To experience present moment awareness. To get out of your head. And we use the breath to connect mind, body and spirit together. So you can move into a state of coherence and peace. And when you're ready, we'll just blink open the eyes now. Let's take an inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, palms to the heart. Inhale, reach high. And exhale the right hand down, left hand up and over to the right. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, twist to the right. Just using the left hand on the right knee to create a little bit of traction to help yourself twist a little deeper here. And let's inhale, reach high. Exhale, left hand down, right hand up. Maybe looking up. And inhale, reach up. And exhale, twist to the left. Keep breathing here. Inhale, reach high. And exhale, let's fold forward, just folding all the way forward, letting the head and neck drop down. These forward folds are deeply calming for the nervous system, helping to quieten down the mind and just surrender yourself to this moment. Let's come back up and you can switch the cross of the legs now. And we'll just find some circles into the spine, just circling the spine. Awakening energy in the spine. You can imagine this energy from the base of the spine all the way up to the crown of the head and circling the other way around. Good, and we'll come back to center and you can just slip your way now into all fours. So we'll come to all fours and just find some big circles And circling the other way. Good. And we'll come back to center. Hands just beneath the shoulders, knees under the hips. Inhale, drop the belly, shine the heart forward. And exhale to round. Inhale, forward, belly drops, tailbone rises. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Just find your natural rhythm of breath, keeping it slow and steady. We're going to reach the right leg back and the left arm forward. Keep stretching long, lift the belly button up to the spine. And just stay here enjoying the length, or maybe reach back for the back foot. Kicking a little bit into the hand, opening up through the chest. Just an option. And then you can stretch long again, reaching forward. Flex the foot, so toes point down, lift the belly button up again. Inhale here. Exhale, replace the left hand, bring the foot over to the left and lift over the left shoulder. Pressing into that back foot, getting a big side body stretch. Good. From here, we're going to just pivot the left shin out, bring the right foot to the back of the mat, and we'll reach the right arm up. So coming into your adjusted side plank, you can stay here, perhaps reach the leg up. If you're reaching the leg up, check the knee, the ankle is on the same line as the hip more or less. Maybe find some length here, reaching forward. Steady the breath again. And let's come into our gate pose, reaching both arms up, big stretch here. And then side body stretch over the right leg. Just inhale, come up. Exhale. Coming back to center, free cow cats. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, round. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Again, finding your own breath rhythm. Just remind you where I can, but just see if you can establish your own rhythm here. So actually this time it's the left leg back and the right arm forward. Lift the belly button up. Stretch and reach long, like a tug of war. Maybe reaching for the back foot, just an option again. And kick into the hand. Inhale, reaching long. Exhale, hand down, left foot over to the right. Find that stretch, looking over the right shoulder. And then keeping that left foot to the back of the mat, adjusting as you need to on your mat, finding your adjusted side plank. Maybe reaching the leg up. And really up, coming down, finding your gate pose, side stretch. And back to center. Good. And then from here, we'll make our way to first downward dog. So you can bend and straighten the legs. I'm just watching the sunrise now. Let's breathe here. And just let go of any tension you may be feeling, any stress you're under. Let's take 2 cleansing breaths out the mouth. Inhale through the nose and out. And again. When you're ready, just making your way up to the top of the mat. Let's inhale, halfway lift. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, palms to the heart. Coming into your Tadasana mountain pose, so you can bring the feet hip width apart or together. And just relax the shoulders down the back. Maybe close the eyes for a couple of moments here. As you just ground down through the feet, feel your connection to the ground underneath you, the support. You can keep the hands by the side or perhaps bring them onto the upper chest, connecting to your breath here, maybe feeling your heartbeat under the hands. Relax the face. And feel gratitude here. Gratitude for your breath, your amazing body and what it can do for you. And feel gratitude for the other things in your life that you feel really blessed to have. And when you're ready, just blinking open the eyes again. And let's bring the arms to the sides. Inhale, reach the arms up. Take a hold of the right hand on the left wrist. And we'll just stretch over to the right. Breathe here. Inhale back up. Exhale to switch. Breathe here. Keep lifting up from the waist and then crescent over. Inhale as you reach high, and exhale to cactus open the arms. Breathe here as you squeeze the hips forward. Inhale, reach high, and exhale to bow forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward. Inhale. Exhale, forward. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, arms rise all the way up. Exhale, palms to the heart. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, the right foot steps to the back of the mat. Drop the right knee down. And we'll make our way into low lunge. Breathe here. And when you're ready, bringing the hands together, interlinking them and bringing them up. Big stretch here. Inhale. Exhale, hands behind the head. Inhale, let's open up, maybe drop the hips down a little bit. And then exhale, coming back to center. Bringing the hands down. Going to plant the right hand. Lift the left hand up. Shoulder over shoulder alignment here. And when you're ready, releasing the hand down. We'll come into lizard pose. We're going to bring the right knee back a little bit. And then you might like to find some movement here. So just shifting the weight forward and back. We're really aiming to open up the hips, the groin, the pelvis. So just taking your time to move in a way that your body is asking you to. And then when you're ready, if you want to find a position to hold, you can either stay here on the hands, or you can perhaps come onto the outer edge of that left foot. And maybe bring the arms down all the way. Head and neck relax wherever you are, just softening. It might feel too much to come down onto the forearms, and that's okay. I know that personally for me, my practice in the morning, I'm always so much stiffer than if I'm practicing in the evening. So just being mindful of your body, not overstretching or overworking, but finding that balance between effort and ease always. And then let's come back up. And you can just step back. And then move into plank pose. So coming into plank, maybe a little micro bend in the elbows here. Really engage through the legs, the quads. Lift the belly to the spine. And when you're ready, inhale, shift the weight forward. And exhale, let's lower knees, chest, forehead for the first one, lowering all the way down. Hands under the shoulders. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale down. Again, inhale, baby cobra. Exhale. One more, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, press to table or plank. Exhale to downward dog. Inhale here, bend the knees. Exhale, step or hop to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And so with the feet together or hip width apart, let's inhale, circle the arms up. And exhale, open twist to the right. Breathe here as you draw the right hip forward. Inhale back to center. And exhale, twist the other way. Keep breathing here. Inhale back to center. Exhale, open up. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, the left foot steps back. Again, making your way into that low lunge. Let's interlink the hands. Stretch through the whole body. Find your breath here. Link it up. And then the hands come behind the head. Opening up here. Inhale back. Exhale into your twist. Find your twist in the mid, upper thoracic spine. And release. And let's find our lizard pose. So again, maybe that little flowing version, forward and back. Whenever you're ready, finding a posture that you'd like to hold for a few minutes, a few breaths. And release, good. From here again, let's come into plank pose or knees down plank pose and just breathe here. Keep pressing into the feet, keep engaging the quads, lifting the belly up to the spine. Crown of the head draws forward. And when you're ready, inhale. And exhale, lower down. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale. Inhale, press the table. Exhale into wide-legged Balasana, child's pose. And just take a few breaths here. And when you're ready, let's make our way up, and you can find your forearm plank. So just bringing the forearms parallel to each other to find the right spot, and then bringing them forward. You can bring the knees back. You can always keep the knees down, still really lifting belly button to spine, engaging the core this way. Or perhaps you can flex the feet and just come into the full forearm plank. Press into the feet, lift the belly up. Just find your steady breath. Learning to breathe through what's a little bit uncomfortable sometimes, hard work. Just stay with the breath through it. And then when you're ready, lower the knees and find Sphinx pose. And just as if you could drag yourself forward on the forearms. And we'll find lion's breath here. So we're going to stick out the tongue on the exhale. Inhale through the nose, out the mouth, and again inhale. Good. From here, let's make our way back to downward dog. Maybe paddling the legs out again, bending and straightening the legs. And finding stillness. Few cleansing breaths here, letting go of anything that's not serving you. Inhale through the nose. And again, inhale. And let go. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, make your way up to the top of the mat, stepping or hopping to the top of the mat. Halfway lift. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So at the top of the mat, bringing the feet together, so big toes touching at about 1 inch between the heels. We're going to come into chair pose. So you can inhale and exhale, sink the hips back. And just bring the hands to the heart center. One more inhale. And exhale, we're going to twist to the right. So hook the left elbow outside the right knee. Draw the hands towards the middle of the chest. Roll the right shoulder back. Let's inhale back to center. Exhale to fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step the right foot back. Make your way up into high lunge. So pelvis under shoulders. You can always bend the back knee a little bit to facilitate that and bring the arms up. And breathe here. One more inhale. Exhale, twist open to the left and breathe here as you stretch along between the shoulders. And find your exalted lunge. Left hand down the back leg, right arm up. If you're wobbling, bring the feet a little wider on train tracks. Inhale back to center. Exhale, hands down. Maybe bringing the back foot back a little bit, and we'll find our twist here. So the right hand plants, left hand up. Into your side plank or adjusted side plank like we took earlier. Keep the breath steady. One more inhale. Exhale. Inhale, shift the weight forward. Exhale to lower. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale here. Exhale to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, chair pose. And exhale, sink down deeper. Bringing the hands to the chest. And when you're ready, finding that twist to the left this time, hooking the right elbow outside the left knee. Hands towards the center of the chest. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale to fold. Halfway lift, lengthen. And exhale, the left foot steps back. Inhale, arms rise. And exhale, settle in here. And when you're ready, opening up to the right this time. Right hand back, left hand forward. And find your exalted lunge. Left hand up. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale. Finding your twist, setting up in an aligned way, reaching the right arm up. And when you're ready, into your adjusted side plank like we did earlier, or stepping the feet back to stack the legs. One more inhale. Exhale. Inhale, shift the weight forward. Exhale to lower. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, child's pose. Knees may be wide or together. And again, just take a few moments in your child's pose. Seeing if you can slow and steady the breath even a little more. When you're ready, making your way up, coming into tabletop position. And let's find our thread the needle, getting into the shoulders again. We'll reach the left arm up, just circle the left wrist, and then thread through to the right, bring the left ear down. Right hand may come forward, maybe coming onto fingertips, or bringing the right hand behind you. And just completely relaxing here into the stretch. No need to work. And we'll just bring the right hand down, pressing into that hand, lifting the left arm up and out, flexing the wrist again back. And releasing down. Inhale the right hand up. Finding those circles into the wrist, the length, and then reaching through. Let's plant the left hand, reach the right hand up and out. And releasing. Good. From here, back to downward dog. Again, paddling out the legs if you want to. And then finding stillness. We'll find a couple of cleansing breaths here again. So when you're ready, let's inhale through the nose, up the mouth, and again, big inhale, and let it go. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, make your way up to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms wide. And exhale, palms to the heart. So when you're ready, we'll find our Vrikshasana tree pose. So you can start on the left leg, grounding through the left foot, bringing the right foot up anywhere on the left leg. Set the knee, bring the hands to the heart. You can always practice this next to a wall if you're at home and you have a wall. Maybe reaching the arms up. You can even try a twist here if you want to, just twisting to the right. And just really embodying that strong tree energy, strong roots. We're also lifting upwards, feeling that energy travel up through the base of the spine, through the central energy channel, the Sushumna. And let's release, coming back. In between sides, it might feel nice just to shake the legs out, maybe bend the knees and just find some little circles in the hips. And back the other way. Good, and then we'll take our second side. We'll find our second side. So right foot plants this time. And releasing, coming back to center. Good. So here we'll find our breath of joy. So this is a really energizing but also really calming breath. So you can just keep the knees soft. 3-part inhale through the nose and then exhale out through the mouth. So 3-part inhale, we literally inhale in 3 stages like this. Inhale. And then we exhale out. So let's do 10 together. When you're ready, inhaling. This is number 5. 5 more. Last one. And just keep down. You can bend the knees even a little bit more. Find your ragdoll, hands onto the elbows. Just let everything dangle down. Your hands can stay on the ground. Just soften down. Just allowing yourself to let go, to relax the muscles a little bit more in the sacrum, doing the stretch of the muscles in the back of the legs.
Good, and we'll come from here into Prasarita, so you can just bring the feet wide, finding your Prasarita forward fold, so feet are parallel to each other, and just let the head and neck drop down. Can you let go even a little bit more? Maybe shake the head out here. Let's come up halfway, inhaling. Exhale, we're going to come down to the left side. Finding your Skandasana. So keep the right heel down. You may be able to balance, or you may bring one hand up into prayer. And just stay with the breath here. Keep lifting up through the spine. And release down, good. And we'll just come through center and find that stretch to the other side. So you want to find that big stretch in the inner left thigh again. So the toes point up, heel is down. Maybe finding a balance here. And when you're ready, releasing the hands down. And just before we move to the next standing sequence, just see if you can alternate between these two. Maybe when you come back to the left side, reaching the hands forward and feeling the stretch, or noticing where you feel the stretch. You might be able to feel it into the inner right thigh, and you might be able to feel it into the lower back on the right side, stretching out the quadratus labora muscles here. And then let's come back and find that. So sinking down to the right side. Keep the left foot pointing up, so you've got that flexion, so you get that inner stretch in the inner left leg, and then maybe reach the arms forward here. And just lengthen out, especially the left side of the lower back. Feel really nice, especially if you've been sitting a lot recently at your desk, or anything high impact like running. And we'll just come back, and you can walk the hands up to the top of the mat, so towards the left foot, coming all the way back. And from here, just moving into plank pose. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale to lower. Inhale, cobra. Exhale to downward dog. Inhale here. Exhale, moving to the top of the mat. Halfway lift to lengthen. Exhale to fold. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, palms to the heart. Good. So when you're ready, let's bring the weight into the left foot, grounding through the left foot and coming into one-legged Tadasana. Keeping the right foot flexed. See if you can lift up from the waist even a little bit more here. And then when you're ready, we're going to transition to Warrior Three, so you can start to draw that right leg back. Arms can be wherever you want them, at the heart, in prayer, or reaching back or reaching forward. Stay with the breath here. One more inhale. Exhale, step back. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale to settle in. Inhale here. Exhale, open twist left. Inhale. Exhale into your exalted lunge. Breathe here. And making your way back to center and bringing the hands to the chest. From here, bringing that right foot in, left foot may come out at about 45-degree angle. Let's find our Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. So you can start to bring the weight onto the left foot, and you may stay just about here, just enjoying the balance. It doesn't matter really how deep you go into the pose. We're just working on the balance or working on the core strength, working on opening up the shoulders. So really reach the fingers down and reach the fingers up on the right hand. Maybe go a little deeper. You're kind of drawing that right hip back and lifting up the leg. And if you come out, just make your way back in. One more inhale here. Exhale, step back into Warrior Two. Find your Warrior Two. Left heel in line with the arch of the back foot or the heel of the back foot. And breathe here. Check the back arm isn't drooping down. Fingers are spread wide, dynamic. Reverse triangle. Inhale, reach up and back. Breathe here as you look up. And then come back to center. And hands to the waist. And bring the right foot in a few inches. And we'll find our triangle. Teeing out the arms. Really engaging through the legs. Leaning into an imaginary wall. We want to keep this top shoulder open, so I'd rather that you didn't come, if you come low down and it means compromising the top shoulder like I'm doing here, rolling it down, see if you can lift back up and open again through the shoulder. Relax the neck. And making your way up. Let's find that Warrior Two shape again, so widen the stance of the legs. One more inhale here. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down. Inhale here. Exhale into plank. Inhale to stay. Exhale to stay. Inhale, shift the weight forward. Exhale to lower down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale here. Exhale to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One-legged Tadasana, second side. Grounding into the right foot. And lifting up. One more inhale. Exhale into your Warrior Three. Arm position of choice, wherever you want them to be. Reaching the crown of the head forward, drawing that left foot back. And when you're ready, let's step back into your high lunge. Reach the arms up. Open arm twist to the right, and exalted lunge. Inhale, come back. Exhale into Warrior Two. Inhale, reach up and back. breathe here, look up, and then make your way back up. Hands can come onto the waist as you bring the left foot in. And find your Trikonasana. So setting up by teeing out the arms, lifting up through the waist, relax the shoulders, and then we'll find our triangle pose, Trikonasana. Making your way back up, and from here we'll come into our Ardha Chandrasana. Relax the face, no gripping, just have to play with this. Doesn't matter how far you come into the pose, like I said, just really engaging the core, especially the side obliques on the left now. As you draw the left hip back, crown of the head reaches forward. If you fall out like I just have, just coming back. And then stepping back, warrior two, one more time. Maybe pressing into the back foot. And one more inhale here. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down. And just step back into downward dog. And just find a moment of stillness here, shaking the head out. Just noticing how you feel in this moment. We'll bring the feet to the edges of the mat and find a twist here. So you can walk the hands back towards the feet, left hand onto the right leg, and just find a twist here. And then twist the other way. And from here, walking the hands forward and coming into your yogi squat. Perhaps bringing the hands to the heart here and pressing them in towards each other. Relax the face. And see if you can engage the pelvic floor here. So we'll work with our breath with the pelvic floor. So inhale to relax. And exhale to squeeze and lift up. Inhale, relax. Exhale, squeeze and lift. Inhale, relax. Exhale, squeeze and lift. Just breathe here for a couple more breaths. And then release down. And you can bring the soles of the feet together and find your Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose. So just folding forward here. And we'll come back up. You can stretch the right leg out And we're just going to position ourselves over that leg. So really ground through the sit bones here. And we'll find our head to knee Janu Sirsasana pose. So you can inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, fold over that leg. Relax the neck and head. Right foot may be flexed or relaxed. Finding what works best for you. Depends how tight the hamstrings are. And we'll just walk the hands back. You can bring the left hand behind you, reach the right arm up, maybe bring the weight into the left knee. Open up here. And release down. And we'll just take that to the other side. Reaching the arms up. And folding forward. When you're ready, walking the hands back, right hand comes behind you. Roll onto the right knee, open up here. And release down. Good, so from here we'll come down onto our backs. We're not quite finished yet. Got a few postures to do lying down, so you can just, when you're ready, lower yourself down onto the mat. And we're going to find our reclined pigeon, so you can bring the right ankle just below the left knee and reach through for the back of the left thigh or the front of the left shin. Draw everything forward. And then just switching sides, left ankle crosses. And releasing down. From here, finding your Setu Bandha Sarvangasana, your bridge pose. So see about reaching the fingers towards the heels. Then bring the arms out to the sides, palms facing up. Let's lift up into bridge. Draw the shoulders together underneath you. Maybe interlinking the hands, maybe not. Keep drawing the tailbone forward and pressing up through the glutes, the hips. And when you're ready, very slowly lowering down. hug the knees into the chest. And have a little rock from side to side, just massaging the lower back. And then from here we'll just bring the knees down to the right side, teeing out the arms wide. Finding our last twists, looking over the left shoulder, eyes can definitely be closed. And just seeing if you can slow down the breath even more. And making your way back to center. And just finding your twist the other way. And let's come back to center. And when you're ready, just make your way into your Shavasana. Bringing the legs hip width or wider, let the feet fall open, palms face up. Tucking the chin a little bit in to lengthen the back of the neck. Just taking a few moments to make sure you're completely comfortable and relaxed, and then becoming still. Soften the face, all the little muscles, the forehead, the jaw and mouth, letting go. And when you're ready, it's time now to start to bring awareness back. So deepen and lengthen the breath once more. You can start to take some little circles on the ankles and wrists maybe. It might feel nice to find a full body stretch, reaching through the fingers and reaching through the toes. And when you are ready, you can walk the feet back in towards you. And just roll onto your right side, making a pillow for your head with your hand or arm. And just rest here for a few breaths in this fetal-like shape. ready, keeping the eyes closed or the gaze soft, just making your way up to a seat. Cross-legged only if that's comfortable for you. And grounding through the sit bones, hands wherever you want them to be. They might be on the upper chest, one over the other. Just connecting to yourself here, honoring that connection you feel. And just knowing that you can return to this state whenever you need to, just by coming onto your mat and regulating the breath. Just practicing yoga. And again, just tune into gratitude. Feeling gratitude through the whole body and mind. Gratitude flowing through you. And tune into abundance. Abundant possibilities and opportunities. Feeling a sense of deep trust. And let's bring our hands at our hearts in prayer. And then bring the hands in prayer up between the eyebrows, just pressing the thumbs in between the eyebrows. Let's bow our heads together.